That might be my thumbnail. We'll see. What up, what up? It's HOG. Back with another topic, back with another video. So the title of this video is going to be, the job market is cooked. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribers that subscribe to my channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the videos out, to give you leverage to better yourselves. Also, if you want a channel review, please email me at hog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. So let's get into it. So the job market is cooked. So as of right now, this recording, it is May of 2025, and the job market is really crazy right now. I might leave my yard, y'all. So yeah, the job market is crazy right now, man. It really is. And I am seeing this in real time because I was furloughed about 2 months ago, and I have not worked a job since. And I've submitted, good Lord, at least about a little bit over 200 applications. And that's no exaggeration at all. I'm talking about through LinkedIn, through Indeed, which have scammers right now. So watch out for that. Glassdoor. I've gone to actual individual websites and actually applied through their platform. Government contracting jobs, you name it, I have applied for it, and I'm not getting nothing. I'm getting nothing but rejection letters. Some folks will ghost me. They won't even, send anything back after I done talked to them over the phone or did some type of Zoom call with them. I actually had a job in Richmond, Virginia, and well, it was a potential job, and I talked to the recruiter twice on Zoom, and I was supposed to have a second interview. Radio silence. Nobody said anything to me. I didn't get an email, a phone call, a text, nothing. I haven't heard anything back from them. And from this point right now, I'm like, man, I'm not going to just sit here. I'm not going to, hound you down for a job, man. I'm about to say something crazy, but I'm telling you, I'm not hounding anybody for a damn job, yo. I'm just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm professional as I can be when it comes to anything, when it comes to life, especially when it comes to, trying to find a job, just employment as a whole, right? But if you ghost me, I'm not going to sit here and try to hound you down because I want that job. Like, if you ghost me, then yeah, I'm trying to stay within the guidelines of YouTube, y'all. I want to say something, but maybe I'll make a Patreon and I'll say what I want to say up there, right? But it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But here's one of the main reasons why I think the job market is cooked, and it's been cooked for a long time here. So I saw a reel a while back, and I forget the guy that did the reel, but he said some things up there that really made me think. And I actually had this in my mind for a while, but when he said it on the reel, I was like, yo, he's really telling the truth. Bottom line, he said that if you are a person that only has a high school diploma and you have no skill set outside of that that you can monetize, you are done. From now, which is 2025, until 2030. So he said within a 5-year span, if you don't gain a skill set that you can use, that you can monetize and make money off of, and he wasn't talking about applying for a conventional job and just working for a 9-to-5. He's talking about a skill set that you can actually make money off of, right? Whether it be you're a plumber, you're an electrician, something that you can actually use. You can be a 1099 person, if anybody knows what that means, right? And you can actually go out there and actually work for yourself. If you don't have a skill set that you can do that with and make money off of, you are cooked. He said that literally AI is going to take over damn near everything when it comes to just normal jobs. He gave an example. He said go to a CVS, right? For a while, the CVS will have, I don't know, maybe 10 to 12 workers. Now you go to a CVS and you might see one person at the cashier, and you'll have maybe 2 to 4 registers that are automated. That's AI, right? You go up there and you actually you scan your item yourself, you bag it yourself, you pay for it yourself. If you go to a Sheetz or a Wawa, I don't know exactly where folks are at in the United States watching this video, but in Virginia we have Wawa and Sheetz, the gas stations, right? And depending on which part of Virginia you're in, you may have only one cashier, and the rest of them are just machines you go to, and you actually as you scan your item and you pay for it yourself, you bag it yourself. That is AI. All of that is AI. You go to a Walmart. For a long time, Walmart, damn near every single cash register would be filled. And Walmart normally, depending on what size Walmart you have, may have, I don't know what, maybe like 20 different cash registers, maybe more. It all depends on how big the Walmart is. For a while now, at least for a good 2 years, and it doesn't matter what time of day I go to Walmart. It doesn't. I could barely find 2 cashiers. The rest of them is all automation. You go there, you scan your item yourself, you pay for it yourself, you back it yourself. That is AI. So these big businesses right now, all they want to do is scale AI to the point where they're pushing out so many jobs to where their bottom line is being saved, and they're saving millions of dollars a year by not paying you. They don't want to pay you no more, man. They don't want to pay you to be a cashier. They don't want to pay you to do fast food. Fast food joints are doing the same thing. You go to some of these fast food joints and it's automation. You have checkout stations that you go there and you order your food yourself. McDonald's, a couple other places doing this thing right now. So, so jobs that you would get normally with just a high school diploma, you don't need a degree, are going away, man. If it's a job that's very easily replaced by automation, by AI, they're going to do it. And he said within the next 5 years, going to 2030, that's what's going to happen. And he said you need to get a skill set. You need to find a job, or you need to gain a skill set that's going to help you make money on your own. As far as you, in lieu of you actually going out to try to find a conventional job. And he's right, man. He's right. I'm telling you. Now, for myself, like, if nobody knows me, I know some folks that's watching right now follow my channel, but if nobody knows me, I am a 20-year Army veteran, disabled combat veteran. I say that in context because the thing is, some of the ailments that I have, it prevents me from getting certain jobs that make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm limited to what I can do. I can use my mind, even though I have PTSD. I can use my mind to do analytics and other things like that. When it comes to certain physical work, I'm excluded from that. Like, I cannot do certain things. And a lot of times, hard labor jobs are one of the first jobs you can get in the job market, because a lot of folks don't want to do hard labor. But if I was to be forced to try to find a hard labor job right now, I would not last. I physically could not do it, right? So, like I said, I'm a 20-year Army veteran. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, and I have an associate's in computer studies. And I've worked government contracting for many years after I retired, and I worked for a nonprofit for a couple of years before I got furloughed. But I've been in the IT field for a little bit over 20 years now. And I'm talking about, I've done everything from sysadmin work to desktop support to help desk to network engineer, penetration testing, cybersecurity, SOC analyst, you name it. I've done a lot of those things because in the Army, we was kind of forced to be like a jack of all trades type situation, right? So they put our hands in a lot of things to, when it came to IT. We didn't specify or become an expert in one thing. So once I got out, I was able to pivot around the IT field and kind of like hone into like certain things in the IT field. For the most part, I've done mainly sysadmin work, but I've done cybersecurity work and some other things. So, for all intended purposes, my skill set is very high in the IT field, which means that normally in a normal job market, it would not take me a long time to try to find a job. But after all these federal workers got fired or laid off or furloughed, whatever case may be, and after all these corporate America folks got fired or let go as well, because a lot of folks are not remembering that before the federal workers was fired with Trump administration, a lot of corporate America jobs were being lost through Meta, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft. A lot of them folks were getting fired. I'm talking about folks that was making $200,000 to $400,000 a year, like folks that had a skill set that actually kind of forced those companies to pay them that much money because a lot of folks cannot do that job as a very highly skilled job, a job that like it takes a lot of certifications, and it takes a very intelligent person to work those jobs. And these folks were getting rid of them. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that somebody that make that much money would not be able to be fired so easily. But once again, AI, right? And I'm not saying AI is going to take over all aspects of IT, but there's certain skill sets in the IT field that AI can take over, or at the very least, they can help somebody. A person can use AI as leverage to help them with their job. But depending on what kind of IT job you have, AI is going to push you out, man. That's the name of the game, you know what I'm saying? And as far as all these other things like jobs where, you're doing mail delivery, some other jobs. Like, I mean, it's crazy, man. But this guy on this reel was saying basically AI is going to pretty much cook the job industry within the next 5 years. So, you know, what is the solution to this? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things, like, you have to find a skill set that's not being touched by AI, which is not easy, right? It really isn't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things have been touched by AI. Hell, even YouTube. YouTube is being touched by AI when it comes to folks using ChatGPT as leverage to do certain things on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube, right? So AI is not going nowhere, man. You know, so AI is saving a lot of folks money. It's saving a lot of folks their time, right? So what we have to do, we have to work with AI. We can't work against it. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a job that AI is totally destroying, and literally you cannot do your job anymore because AI is taking over, then what you need to do is you need to go ahead and pivot into another job field. I know nobody want to hear that, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, for real, I'm not even kidding y'all. I'm telling you, this reset that I call, right, quote unquote, this reset is going to force folks to change their job field. And we're talking folks that have been in the same job field for so long. It's my boy right there. You talking about folks been in the job field for so long, right, that, you know, it's hard to change. You know what I'm saying? And then you have folks that have been laid off that's up in age, and, you know, and they say ageism is supposed to be illegal, which it is, right? But I mean, but let's face it, y'all. When you get a certain age, companies don't want you anymore, right? They want a young person they can pay less, right? And that person can stay in the company for a very long time. They don't want anybody in their 50s and 60s. That's the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, drop some comments, conversation below. Let me know what y'all think. I think the job market is cooked. I'm still looking for a job, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a job on top of scaling my business. So we'll see what happens, but I keep y'all updated. I appreciate y'all, love y'all. You want me to discuss the topic or subject, you think the benefits to your channel, email me at asog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.